Black people are the only ones responsible for gang activity, violence, imprisonment, and incarceration. It's something that only a hardcore racist
could ever say.
And to refute that, I would show you this man right here, who was just granted a nice, fresh and clean 10-year sentence for attempting to unalive somebody. But there's something familiar about this man. So let me just, oh, you recognize him now? Meet Kid Pronto, who is now Adults Pronto.
Lil bruh has a Russian creamy backwood in his left nostril.
This is Justin Bieber if he hung around with Diddy a little longer. Instead of learning science, technology, engineering, and math, you know, STEAM, he was learning about lean. This is him just a little bit older, doing money spreads, and looking like a flat-out thug. They saying free Pronto. And look at him, bro. He looks like an innocent dude. My question is, how did this dude go scot-free and not be put under the law for this horrendous, downright disgusting haircut? How does this lineup get this uneven, dude?
This look like Mount Everest.
This looked like the trajectory of the New York Stock Exchange, bro.
At the age of 15, he was in prison for robbing a motorcyclist. So this little dude been a menace. It's about time they got this thug off the streets. Brief editor's note, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 50K. I appreciate it. Back to the video. Now you can feel one of two ways. Either A, you can feel bad for the dude, kicked it with all these horrible influences who were perked out, leaned out, taking double cups to the face. Or you could say, this is a grown man who is capable of making his own decisions, threw his life away, and is simply just facing the repercussions. The only thing I know is parents, do your job. If bro never went viral for this infamous picture, maybe he actually begins to pick up a book, learn his ABCs, play Fortnite like everybody else did, and just lived a normal child lifestyle. But all things don't have a happy ending. The meme legend himself ultimately crashed out. We'll see you when you're 30, bro. Now this news then made me think, what are some other famous memes that ruin people's lives? That and the fact that you guys absolutely loved my first version of the video. So hey, what better thing to do than drop a part 2? Let's get started. Martin Cabello. If you don't know him by name, you definitely know him by face.
Cocaine. No, flour. Somebody just asked me why I hate the military. I don't hate the military.
This meme legend is known for saying the most
outlandish, down bad, diabolical activities.
Dude was unhinged and willing to do damn near anything and say damn near anything for some views, bro. Some people suspected him of being odd, traumatized,
or flat out on the spectrum, no offense.
To give you an example, this guy is like current Ryan Garcia on Twitter. This guy is like prime spiritual soul. Now, aside from just the outlandish acts he was performing in his videos, like eating raw meat, drinking like 12 eggs, and taking 35 different supplements all at once, if you know what I'm saying. Now, every once in a while, this dude would come out and explain some backstory about how he was being hunted by some cult group, how his neighbors always harassed him, broke into his house,
R-worded him and his family in their sleep.
And none of these stories ever had any proof, except for one. His brother Josh actually did blow himself up in GTA, and it was actually a real news headline. Now, here's where it gets all downhill. On a random Tuesday afternoon, I'm just kidding, that probably wasn't the exact date, but bro randomly made a video accusing his neighbors of being EDPs, PDF files, running an underground trafficking ring. I mean, there was even a local news broadcast of the situation and how his neighbors were extremely disgruntled by his activities and behavior. Now, after the little news article, things went a little radio silent for Mr. Martin. We stopped seeing posts, we stopped seeing videos, but then we saw this. Yeah, so basically, Martin is facing charges for stalking and harassment at this moment. It says that before this, Martin had no past felony criminal record, but was previously convicted for 4 counts of 4th-degree assault, some Chris Brown activity from 2015. I'm pretty sure he's still fighting these charges. There's just no way he's gonna beat the stalking and harassment charges with the way he doxed the neighbors' addresses, dropped false info on them, and sent his viewers to bother them like a hate raid in a Twitch stream. What we do know is that he has a wife as well, who I assume to be aware of his social media activity, who probably would check him if she knows that there's some issues with the things that he's saying. So some fans believe that there was some truth to what he was saying. Sir Martin actually revealed that he sustained some severe brain injuries, and he proved it by showing images on his Instagram,
which I will not be showing because they are NSFW.
Martin clearly needs some help, mental evaluation, psychiatrist, I don't fucking know. Probably not jail, even though he's definitely going to be convicted of these crimes because you can't just get away with that. But ultimately, the fame became too large for Martin to handle. He abused his power for evil. Hopefully Martin gets the help he needs, but as we know right now, the fame and the meme, Martin Cabello, has ruined his own life.
Now I'm gonna say the N-word.
You've all seen this clip right here, right? The guy getting arrested with a smirk on his face. But what if I told you he was actually going to jail for charges of rape, SA, harassment, etc. from 30 women. Yeah, buddy, you heard me. 30, like Steph Curry. Yep. Not all the women actually pressed charges. Now, apparently this actor didn't even go to jail because he got that money and he pled guilty. And from the research I did, bro ended up doing a little bit of counseling, a little bit of extracurricular activities. He had to write on the board 100 times, I will not SA. I will not SA, which is absolutely asinine and insane to me. So after the after school detention, since then, it seems like this freaky frog has kept his meat in his pants and hasn't been bothering no women. But I haven't seen this guy in any movies since then, and he will be forever known as the guy who ruined his life by not keeping his hands to himself on some Deshaun Watson, Ian Connor activities. And before the making of this video, I had no idea about the context and the lore behind that meme. And now I'm gonna have to look at that thing different, bro, because the format of it, people be using the meme format like this. Now you got to be careful saying me when you're putting yourself in this situation. You sure this is you, bro? Are you sure? Mr. Block You. Now at first glance, you might not know who the hell I'm talking about until you hear this video clip.
$19 Fortnite card. Who wants it?
Mr. Block You,
AKA the $19 Fortnite card guy.
was viral, so viral that he actually couldn't even escape it, bro. Essentially, this guy rose to fame by doing this $19 Fortnite video. After he did this for a while, the trolls got to his head, started hating on him in his comments and DMs like they do to me about my outfits. But for real though, he eventually stopped doing these Fortnite videos and switched to different games like Among Us.
You suspicious looking character. You're acting Among Us, bro.
And I'm gonna be honest, bro, Unc, you're pushing 85 years old. So a lot of people are gonna find this stuff cringe. That's just how the game goes. People kept spamming him and he eventually just started blocking everybody. Eventually we found out that he actually had a wife and he had kids, but he ended up leaving them because he suspected her of cheating. He became homeless. He expressed the issues with finding a job and talked to us about how his neighborhood was super dangerous. Bro was trying to make it out the hood. He kept making videos through the ups and downs. Now all this stuff took place during 2021, and since then, the $19 Fortnite card guy, the Among Us guy, however you know him, is now back on his feet and actually got himself a job. Now, being known as the $19 Fortnite card guy was at first a gift and quickly became a curse after all the people started harassing him, and he realized that people were laughing at him and not with him. The depression, harassment, whatever you want to call it, eventually took a toll. That, along with real life issues, an unstable living environment, a dangerous neighborhood, and declining health, was the worst recipe a human could ever cook up, serve, and put on his plate. Hopefully, Mr. Block You, who now goes by OG Porky, is able to go viral again, create a new fan base who genuinely likes him for him and isn't just making fun of him, which is pretty difficult to do on TikTok. There's a bunch of 12-year-olds on the app, especially if you're black. Mr. Block You, we are rooting for you. Keep your head up. Hopefully the rest of your life is smooth sailing. Rocky Lockridge. Now you might not know who I'm talking about by that name, and that is the problem. Rocky Lockridge was an American boxer best known for knocking out the undefeated Roger Mayweather. But what do me, you, and everybody else watching know him for?
Somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you.
Yup. This guy is the crying meme, bro. I would be sick to my stomach if that's how the world remembered me, bro. Hell nah.
Hell nah.
And most people don't even know why bro was crying in the first place. Now, after doing a little bit of research, I found out that the episode he was crying on was actually a show called Intervention. He was with his sons and discussing how his life got trapped by alcohol abuse, drug abuse, addiction, after the success and pressure of his long, illustrious boxing career. This was an extremely raw moment that had to do with family that got turned into a viral meme by the internet. I would be sick to my stomach, bro. Now, on February 7th, 2019, Rocky Lockridge, the crying meme guy, actually passed away at the age of 60 years old. Now, the meme didn't necessarily ruin his life while he was living. However, it did destroy his legacy. And hopefully with this video, you guys are able to recognize that this man should not be remembered for that, but instead, his amazing professional sports career. The Today I Got Time Cuz Kid.
I don't f with you cuz you disrespecting me. You disrespect my hood by telling me take off my flag, asking how gangster I was. You lucky on that day I was acting cool cuz I told you I ain't got time for that. Today I got time cuz.
Now, if you're unfamiliar with who this gentleman is, he went viral back in like 2015, 2014 era for being a gang member and saying he has some time today. Now, apparently he belonged to the Crip gang, but he was 4'11" and 80 pounds. Most people's little sisters are bigger than that, I'm gonna be honest. But hey, he was a real G. The viral meme is actually him standing on business, something that we gang members like to do every now and then. I'm just kidding, I have no gang affiliation. Please do not come after me, do not shoot me, do not rob me. I want no smoke, I'm an innocent guy. Now, this guy's story is pretty similar to Kid Pronto from earlier, but eventually the way it worked is he was tragically shot and gunned down in front of a tire store back in 2021, and he was at the age of 22. Back when the video originally dropped, he was actually 15 years old. He was also sampled in some songs like Off the Top of My Head, It Takes Time by Trippie Redd, absolute banger by the way. In this case, he is the meme and he ruined his own life. Let me know some other people or famous memes who ended up ruining their own lives down below in the comments. But that's gonna do it for today's video. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, join the Discord. Some of you guys have been asking me where my reactions are at, and those go all on the second channel, bro. We are so close to 40,000 subs. It feels like we've been stuck at 35K for the last like 2 months, bro. I'm not gonna lie. One day we're gonna have 50K, 60K, 70K, 80K, and we'll look back at these times. Once again, if you watch the end of the video, I love and appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thanks for supporting me, and I'm not saying that sarcastically either. With that being said, it's Love Law. I love you, and I'm out.